Hi, I'm Robert Scott, and I'm with Heidi Benenson here at EBMUD. She's the Technical Training and Writing Administrator, and she's going to tell us about their Wiki tool that they use here. So Heidi, why was this tool developed?
This tool was really developed to help with retaining institutional knowledge. We've got a lot of retirements, a lot of people getting promoted out of their positions into new positions, and we needed an easy and accessible way to capture that knowledge.
Okay, great. So how have you guys used this tool?
We've used this tool in a lot of different ways because it's a platform that makes it really easy to organize information. We've done for, say you're in a meeting and you're working collaboratively from, say, different departments, and you can share your ideas, share the meeting agendas, share photos, and all have this one working document platform to work from. That's one example. Another example is with manuals. So say you're in one of the treatment operators and you've collected these great documents and resources over the years. They're in a couple of binders and files on your desk. Well, if you can scan them in and get them electronically loaded into the wiki, then you have them for forever. You can go to any of the treatment plant sites and be able to access that electronic document, and it's really powerful that way. You can be in the field and look for maps through the wiki. It's just a lot of different things you can do with that. Another couple of things that you have been really helpful tools with the wiki are folks who are onboarding.
Okay.
Say you switch from a position, you get a promotion, and there's all this new information. Well, it's already there for you. You don't have to go through the file cabinets and the binders and whatnot. Because that's one of the great things about the wiki. It's really it's a pointing tool.
Okay.
So you can kind of envision your desk with binders and papers and folders and intranet links and favorite links everywhere, and it becomes kind of a dashboard.
Okay.
So that you can point to all those different things.
That's great. You mentioned initially that you wanted to capture institutional knowledge, and you gave some examples of how that's done. Any other ways that you can think of that you guys have used this, and any other benefits that you've derived from using this wiki?
Yeah, actually the Wizard of Oz example is one of my favorites.
Okay.
So I do these Wiki 101 classes and training folks how to use it.
Okay.
Because you have to know a little bit. It's similar to HTML code, which can scare some folks, but I make it to where it's so easy that everyone can learn it. And a little practice and copy and paste are my favorite tools.
Okay. Okay.
But using the example of you have a really beautiful pie chart or image that you have, a table that you have to update routinely on the external website. Well, people are counting on that data to be correct and updated, but say one of your employees gets a promotion and you're like, how do I update that spreadsheet? It's like the wiki can be the behind the scenes. It's for your working group to have those links, have any tips and tricks on how to do that.
Okay.
So it's kind of in front of the curtain and behind the curtain.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So how popular would you say the wiki is here?
I would say the wiki's been growing in popularity.
Okay.
It's been around for quite a few years, but in the last 2 to 3 years, it's really taken off. Some of our main pages our main page has 75,000 hits.
Wow, wow.
A number of the other, the next level main important resource links, because we have a library, and those are in the 16, 17,000 hits. But some of the newer pages and very specialized, we're still at 5,000 to 6,000 hits. So and it's growing because more people are learning about the power of the wiki and being able to share information so quickly and easily.
I'm sure the Wiki 101 classes contribute to people learning it and getting familiar with it and all of that. So this must take some type of administration. How is the administration of it handled?
Actually, it's pretty simple.
Okay.
Our IT department has, because it's based off of Wikipedia, I mean, we have the same format, the navigation pane is the same, and even the color scheme is the same.
Okay.
We wanted it to be familiar to everyone. So IT has built this district wiki, and like I said, everybody has access to it. You do log in, so any of your edits it's noted, so that, say you put something on there, and kind of like Wikipedia, it self-corrects. So I might say, well, Robert, have you thought about doing it this way? And kind of giving tips on how to run that pump, So, and then, and if somebody accidentally deletes your whole page, well, you just have to go to the history and say undo.
Okay.
So nothing's really going to be lost. It's only going to grow. And the other great thing about the Wiki is that we've made it to where everyone has access and can write to it.
Okay.
So you don't have to get a supervisor's approval. There's no delay. You can go sit down and start editing. You can write down, this pump was hard to work because of these reasons, and next time, it's like a mental note in some ways.
Okay. So do you put O&M manuals or things like that in there as well?
We do. Well, actually, we put links to them.
Links to them. Okay.
So really, like the O&M manual may live over here in, say, the distribution group. And distribution makes tweaks to their O&M manuals, and we have the link to that on the Wiki.
Okay.
But see, it's also a little bit, it's interesting because only certain people have access to that shared drive for that group.
Okay.
But the title is there, but if you don't have access to the file, you can't get to it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
I could elaborate more.
Yes. No, that does make sense.
Okay.
Which makes me ask another question is, where is the information stored?
It's all over the place. You can have information, because really the Wiki is a pointing tool, so you can have information on your intranet, internet, your W drive, all your personal drives. It's everywhere. It can point to any drive.
Okay. So do you guys have a server or are you using the cloud?
The district is server-based.
Okay.
We're not really in the cloud.
Okay. Sounds good. Any suggestions that you have for anyone who might be interested in implementing a wiki?
Yes. I would suggest that you think about the structure of your wiki.
Okay.
And that was one of the hardest things to get going on. I mean, we could start on individual pages, but how do you link them?
Okay.
Because really on the wiki, all the pages are flat. There's really no hierarchy to the pages.
Okay.
And so in that structure, we modeled ours after our org chart. So the operations and maintenance department org chart, and then you could follow through the flow of the pages.
Okay.
There's also a search bar on the navigation pane that you can type in, water loss initiatives, and it would bring it up. Or you could navigate to that.
Okay.
So I think of the organization of how you want it to flow, and overcoming the resistance and the fear of doing the editing.
Okay.
You open up the edit mode and you see this HTML code. Well, the first stuff is all formatting. And then, so what I try to do is I have a really simple page, and I'll show a text that's been copied and pasted.
Okay.
And so that's pretty easy, because it's a little clunky behind the scenes, but it's very doable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
That's great. I'm glad it's working for you guys. So there it is. This is the Wiki here at East Bay Mud. And I'm with Heidi Benenson. And as I said, she's the technical training and writing administrator. And I think this Wiki tool is something you might want to check out.